Welcome to the Common Man Football Show. My name is James Coburn, and today's episode, we're talking about the Los Angeles Chargers versus Kansas City Chiefs Week 15 matchup based on analytics. Each week, I collect all of the current 2017 NFL team data in order to analyze and project potential NFL performance. And since it's a weekly collection, there's always going to be some variation between various variables. However, there's always going to be little nuggets of truth that could become bigger nuggets of truth as the season continues. So stick around as I analyze each week's matchups based on analytics. And if you are new to the channel, all terms and definitions will be in the description. So, starting with this matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. When you look at the NFL stat basic comparison data, and basic comparison data, just so that you're familiar with this information, essentially looks at how the offense is doing, how the defense is doing, and of course how the special teams is doing. And when you look at all these particular areas combined, the Chargers are actually favored in this game. Who would have thought up to this point, considering how low they were at the beginning of the season? But let's get into some reasons why. First off, the Chargers have some things on offense that they actually are better at. One, preventing sacks is probably a big one here. Is the ability to prevent sacks, which the Chargers are favored here. The Chiefs are favored, though, when it comes to turnover percentage, meaning they don't turn the football over as much, and also when it comes to offensive score percentage, which is basically the ability to put points on the board more often. But the real area where the Chargers stick out the most, and why they really are favored, is because of their defense. The Chargers' defense has been one of the better defenses in the NFL this year. I mean, I can say that at this point. I mean, we're up to week 15 at this point, and they're just one of the better ones. The Chargers have a better defensive offensive score percentage, better turnover ratio, better sack percentage. They typically get more sacks this year, and also better interception percentage. So defensively speaking, across the board, the Chargers have been doing really well for themselves. And then when you get to special teams data, punt return yardage mostly favors the Chargers. Kick return yardage favors the Chiefs. Defensive punt return yardage and defensive kick return yardage also favors the Chiefs. Field goal percentage, Chiefs. Extra point percentage, Chiefs. And then the Chargers have the better punting average. But the overall special teams data, though, I would say does go to the Chiefs. So special teams wise, it's Chiefs. Defensively, it's the Chargers, and then offensively, it does say a lot about the Chiefs. Like, a lot of it does favor the Chiefs, but there is sort of an area where the Chargers' offense is able to put up enough points with their defense combined to give them an edge in this matchup. The one thing I will say, though, is if this becomes a very close game, a game where you have to win by a field goal, for example, or extra point percentage, this really does favor the Chiefs. So if the Chiefs can make this a close football game, keep it close and make it manageable, then I think the Chiefs can come out with a victory here based on how the macro data looks. But now that we've done the macro data, now let's get into the micro data. So basically situational football, split data, downs and distances, all that kind of stuff. When you get to this particular area, the Kansas City Chiefs offense versus the Chargers defense, the Chiefs are favored on first, second, and third down. So the Chiefs have a very efficient offense with the exception of third down. And I think that will carry over in this game if they continue to have success here. And then, of course, you get to the Chargers offense versus the Chiefs defense when it comes to completion percentage. And in this particular area, the Chiefs are favored on first, second, and third down. So this is one of those areas where the Chiefs defense has done pretty well for themselves, but the rest of their defense has not exactly been up to this standard. And then, of course, you get to rushing downs, and this, again, first down conversion rate with the run has to do with the ability to create first downs with the run in various downs and distances. It does not deal with yardage. It does not deal with explosive plays. It's purely about the ability to create first downs with the run in these various downs and distances. And in this particular area, the Chiefs are favored on first and third down. So the Chiefs, I think, will have success rushing the football in this game. Then you get to the Chargers offense versus the Chiefs defense when it comes to rushing downs. And in this particular area, the Chargers are favored on first and third down. So the Chargers might have some success rushing the football in this game. The Chargers are not amazing. They do not have an amazing rushing offense in terms of the ability to create first downs. But the Chiefs' rushing defense is so poor, especially on first and third down situations, that the Chargers might have success anyways, despite the issues they've had. Then, of course, we get to passing downs. This is the Chiefs offense versus Chargers defense when it comes to passing downs. And in this area, the Chargers are favored on second and third down. Then we get to the Chargers offense versus the Chiefs defense when it comes to passing downs. And in this particular area, the Chargers are favored on first, second, third, and fourth down. I might as well just add fourth down just to add the cherry on top. But the bottom line here is that the Chargers, I think, will have success in terms of the passing game because they've had a lot of success compared to how the Chiefs have been able to hold up in this particular area. And then we get to sack rates between the Chiefs offense and the Chargers defense, where the Chargers are favored on first, second, and third down. The Chargers have had a lot of success getting to the quarterback, sacking the quarterback this year. Guys like Melvin Ingram, Joey Bosa, you know the names. They've been doing really well this year, and I think they'll continue to do well against the Chiefs. Then we get to the Chargers offense versus the Chiefs defense, and as you can see, clear sweep by the Chargers. The Chargers offensive line has done a really good job this year. I don't think people talk about it enough, to be honest, because they have just not allowed a lot of sacks. Now, of course, pressures is a totally different thing, and I'm sure there's definitely going to be people that talk about other things, but I think the bottom line is when it comes to results, when it comes to preventing sacks or not allowing sacks, the Chargers have done really well, and the Chiefs have not done that well on the flip side of creating sacks. So I think sacks will probably not be a big factor in this game for the Chargers offense against the Chiefs defense. Then we get to interception ratio between the Chiefs offense and the Chargers defense. And in this area, the Chargers are actually favored on first and second down. The majority of the interceptions that have been thrown by the Chiefs offense have come on second down. And that is the main area I would kind of pinpoint and look at for a potential pick turnover to occur. And then finally, we get to the Chargers offense versus the Chiefs defense when it comes to interceptions. And in this particular area, the Chargers are favored on first and second down when it comes to this particular area of data. So overall thoughts and opinions about this game. To look at everything, I would say I think it's a Chargers victory. I don't normally say this, but I just have a feeling that when you look at the overall data, you look at the offense, you look at the defense, you look at the defense for the Chargers specifically, the ability to sack the quarterback, the ability to create turnovers, to create interceptions, all those types of things I think will be a major role in this game that could end up helping them out the most. And I'm not counting out the Chiefs because I think the Chiefs, as they've shown this entire year, they have a good offense in terms of the ability to put points on the board. Their defense has been inconsistent this entire year. This entire year, the Chiefs' defense has had that issue where they have really good completion percentage information, meaning that they're able to prevent completions pretty well in terms of offense, but they're not able to translate that into their first down conversion rate, preventing first down conversions with the pass. So for whatever reason, the Chiefs defense has just not been very clutch this year. And again, I would not be surprised if the Chiefs ended up winning this game. I mean, no doubt. I definitely think that is a possibility. It's a close enough game, statistically speaking, that definitely is a possibility. But I just have a feeling that when you look at the overall data for the Chargers and all those other sort of factors, I think that a lot of that stuff may end up paying off for them, in a major way. But let me know in the comment section below, who do you believe is going to win this football game? And of course, my name is James Coburn. You can follow my other work at draftcoburn.wordpress.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at Geometrics. And if you like this content and you want more content like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Share this video as well with anybody that you know. Hit that notification button to be reminded about another video dropping. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.